Hello, we're back. It was a bit more than an hour, but it's okay. Novel. What other choice do we have? Okay. We're continuing on, and let's go after him. We're supposed to spy on that guy over there, I think. Is Kral still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let her quandary slip away. Erinville was headed westward along the path outside the Archeon. Archeon? Come, we can still catch it. Just down. We can just drop down, can't we? Actually, so there's one up here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't open yet. We can't jump over this. Actually, is the volume okay? Yeah. Just have a word with us, okay? You've fallen too far behind. This damn mist won't help matters. I can still hear it. What is Kryl hearing? Hold a moment, I have an idea. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Stola? If memory serves, the colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of the Labyrinthos climate control center. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper and lower tiers. If I were an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if it were to find Erinville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there's other ways of turning invisible. Oh. Hippity hop, my little toads. What? Oh my gosh, you turned us into frogs. That's so funny. Because it's like a spell that black mages can do in other games. Unaccustomed to transfigure. Those are actually pretty massive toads. Or not. It will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erinville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In the current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Yeah. Which reminds me, where are the creatures about? Oh? Where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. Oh, dude. We have to steer clear of monsters. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Ribbit. Oh my god, they can they can only also speak. If only for a change of pace, but Ishto is right, I'm too preoccupied with other matters. Oh, just to return into... Okay. You just have to be wary of monsters, I guess. Oh, it's a toads too. I think we should mostly be okay. Is it up here? No, looks like it's down here somewhere. Somewhere here. God, that big one's turning toward us. The toad turns to face north. Perhaps she's suggesting across the bridge. Hamilton fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand he's telling you this is the wrong way. That bridge? Oh, because there's monsters here. He wants to go on the north side. There's a toad here. Oh dear. Maybe if we go north more. There we go. There they are. That's such a useful spell.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
This guy's a counselor? Or both of them?
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlean scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
Yeah, it's a lot.
In an age long past, Charlean was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I
said there
promise
wasn't
you
the final
this.
days.
All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding.
No,
For now.
dear.
But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I mean, that is pretty suspicious.
I hope that was informative.
Oh, he knows who we are.
You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about
That's
the
so
forum,
funny, he knows.
I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
I'm surprised he figured it was us already.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
That's funny. I guess they're all scholars, so they would know everyone on this island. Our toad performance needs work, apparently. I'll have to pay more attention next time I see one. I suppose you should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. What is that trust in us? More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Charlene has been called to action, and that Lafroy's declaration was a catalyst. Whatever charge it is, they'll hope to fulfill, they deem it sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. Staring off in distance, okay? What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the forum and the commitment of all of its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Stola and Kryl for the moment, see what they think of this. Okay. Actually, let's see if there's a current nearby. Northeast. Still too far. Oh, those are monsters. Bio pellets. Oh, where'd Kryl go? Let's use the motion on this thing. Where's Kryl? Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something of import, even if that something was simply confirmation that no one knows much about anything. We should share this with Kryl and discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. It wasn't the best decision in hindsight. And checking near those flowers she was so entranced by, the rest of us can survey more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Dear. The flowers. arrows were up here somewhere, right? There she is. Wonder why she's so focused on these ones.
For you. The spell will keep it from
That's a
wilting.
pretty cool spell.
She said you would need it for the journey
Who?
ahead.
Who?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Oh, Hydaelyn? Is she speaking to Kryl? That's so weird.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world
It's
without
Hydaelyn,
assistance.
oh god.
Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest.
Oh dear.
After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wish that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she
Oh, that's so
loved so
sad.
well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
Hydaelyn is such a weird primal. She doesn't make
That
sense like the other one.
will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
Oh dear.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was, once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Hydaelyn herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress. You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Here. What's this?
Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
What?
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scion's entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian, a group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Well.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Grah! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted
He's an Archon.
section
He's allowed
of the
to access
library.
that area. What? Oh my.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Howdy. Oh dear. Maybe I don't like their I'm sure he has a reason for doing all of this, but right now I'm just like, fuck you. It just seems like they're trying to hoard all this information to reconstruct the world after it's destroyed. Oh, it's a trial. We could easily fight through these people, I feel.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order.
Oh dear.
This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuno, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow
That's
man.
right, Kryl.
Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
Not hide away like you cowards. Oh dear.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Well.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
What did you find, Raha?
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
Call them out.
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements
Corruption.
of the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
That's quite a long time.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea.
Well.
You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Oh. If we had seen what? What did you see?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill
Some information
our mission,
would be
not
rather
through
helpful.
strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania.
Okay.
Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me.
Oh, Arnvald.
So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, hmm? By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
No? Yeah, that's true.
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Oh, yay. Yeah, we didn't try to sway anyone to join our side.
Order!
That we
will
encountered.
have order! Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Oh, he didn't. He probably wants a stricter. Oh, there's not enough people, I don't think.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Oh dear. That one lady that mentioned Galuf's name to Cryo is such an asshole. Like, how dare you? Why would you like mention her grandfather? Like she knew him better than her granddaughter. Crazy. So there's a way just left the intersection and knocked over the security man. I promise to be more vigilant next time. Skull-like, Monteshane. I absolutely loathe arguing in circles. My father may be right, but I still groping in the dark for answers. I don't need him. I need him to know that I will never stop searching. How much are involved in for myself. You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but to continue to claim the students as your sponsor, whensoever the need arises. What's snowing? I have the guiding principles of the science, and I know my grandfather would have as well. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. Our endless investigations have not been in vain. For now, we know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we struggle to learn what aught of the substance here in Charlie. Why don't we just research the ethereal sea? Well, how do we proceed from here? You can access that from anywhere. You don't have to be in Charlian to research the ethereal sea. The picture has grown clearer, yes, but despite the Forum being so maddeningly vague about its duty of theirs, why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. Is father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Yeah, I'm sure they're waiting for the doom to happen so that they can restart the world. Dizzy, who's this? When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I assumed this was their mom. I am so very glad they allowed you to stay. Where's mine? I'm Elise Leveille at your service. And the fine people must be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. That was a different reaction from the father. Please, we don't wish to make things more or difficult for you if word reaches father that you are here. No, brother, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking to my own children? I am well aware that you and your Master Fulcher are not the best of terms at the moment, but I'm absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. Oh, you will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. It's so funny. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our option. Just go visit your home. We'll be back at the annex when you're ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure What do you think? They should go. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Let's be quick about it, not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the guests will be made to suffer the consequences. If you'd be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. What? And then she was gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. The matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Oh dear. I'm sure often not think something of it. He invited classmates over all the time, but well, this was a different time for me, alright? Whether she's not one to take no for an answer, still I'm glad to have relieved even to see her in such high spirits. Say you, so time to enjoy it with the company that serves their home. Let's get it over with. Be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers. Thank you very much. Your room all is tiny. Down the stairs, come on. Okay. Are they with us? Oh, that's cool. I don't know why they haven't done this before, where they have the NPCs follow us. Instead of just meeting us at the next spot, this is kind of cool. Nice. As far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother and servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And look at us traveling in different continents, different worlds even. They were very sheltered, I guess. Father and I would often wait here for father to come home from work. From there? It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless, leaning out over the railings to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived in the exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. No, must have been a sweet memory. Oh, there's more spots. I guess we can take them with us to the other spots. Next landing. I already practiced magic of an actual person. Draining quite badly, so I tried casting a simple restorative spell there, and it was just learned. Just smiled when the wound closed. Drawing relief, that was... Oh, that's cool. We used to come here all the time with grandfather in summer. I would dip my hands and feet in the ground and splash about. Though even back then he wasn't very fond of playing in water, he'd make an excuse to avoid. You know how I came to swim like an auk and he'd sink like a stone. I guess just these two spots. Emilians. Emilians? You're here at last. Please do come in.
Welcome home, my lady.
Oh dear. Damn, it's like so nice in here.
What? What are you gawping
It's like when you find out your friend's like rich. Jesus. Oh dear.
I'll have you know I'm quite fond of the Rising Stones.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Oh dear.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures.
Oh.
I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Oh.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
It's a new outfit.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alpha now.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
It's just a skin change for them.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
What's this? Oh, so like they upgraded him to a sage here at this point. That's so weird. That's kind of cool.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Oh, it's a soulstone.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
Can we ask her about...
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh dear.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
I'm sure this must be such a relief for the twins. They've been so isolated from Charlene since they came here. Especially doesn't know any more information. I'm sure she would have told us if she did. The sun is setting. That was that. Only the gods know when we will be back again. Thank you for indulging my mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit is all too brief for now, however. It will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that will carry with us. This will help us remember who we are once we came. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Damn, their house is freaking massive. Oh dear. Back to the forum. Or the annex. Okay, we already spoke to the others. I was more jealous of Alpham's new weapons. They're far more suited to him than me. Tend to master these sage armaments and means of learning and new them. Ether I poured into the moonstone of obsidian. Able to grasp the essence of such an entity. For me, it will help me to rethink of the Noliths as allies in battle. It's a new form of energy I wish to master soon, like Harbocon companions. For us to feel responsible for the schism of House Lavera would be a pure hubris. After all, we are merely on the outskirts of what it is essentially a family affair. Curious as I am to learn the truth of this duty, I wonder what else the Forum is hiding, a calamitous secret whose origin lies in the ethereal sea. Duplicity aside, however, I do believe Master Fortunal means us ill. What? I do not believe Master Fortunal means us ill. Even the harsh words he had for his children stemmed not from anger, I think, but desperation. Enjoyed our little time with the Levias, I hope. I would ask the twins, well, how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope that we can help reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. Meantime, we edge over, ever close to the secret of the Forum, strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin, I'm sure, is to guide us going forward. And that once we give heard your report from Thavnir, we'll be able to the next move. Complete. Oh, I guess Kyle is leading this. Oh, actually, before we continue, I'm just going to the washroom real quick. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. Since there's been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Okay.
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thafnir.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower?
I mean, we can explore how it's built, how it works.
According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained. And I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
Oh dear.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself.
Okay.
The remaining Scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
Let's do this.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
Okay.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Yay, we're heading out. Oh, there's people here. Let's go. Teleport. Illusabard. Let's finish the... We'll grab this quest first real quick before we continue on. I feel like it's always raining in this place. Every time I'm here, it's raining. We need to get back to work. Oh, everything went wrong. Where should we go? Stage before I left. I'm sure you're busy. Okay, you soon before this. Okay. Inspect the wall so you can make sure the stage is in order. The stage. The flag thing or whatever. Cloth waivers exclusively in the wind. No problems here. Small hole on the floor. I can't be good. Problems, the floor, the paint. I'll fix them next time. Come by. Thank you for checking. As an adventure, somebody assumes about this and would you? Answered. Under Mistress Nashmira, at one time I wish to only traveled for performances. Last dancer, of course, but as an alchemist. Hey, back to the great work. I haven't caused her trouble more than I have. Oh. I guess we can just teleport there. Look. Oh, there you are. I heard you helped my colleague with her stage inspection while you were out. Much appreciated. Coming down due to an unfortunate injury, she's worked with sick and injured alchemist. She was happy to meet you, and as I am here, took up our thanks. Oh, yay. We're slowly gaining speed. Oh, actually, I don't want that one. Still quite a ways away. There's the tower. I'm assuming the dungeon is gonna be in the tower. Probably. Nabdeen. Our friends are yours there. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission to the tower untold. Many scales have been delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat and when those arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. That thing's massive. Alright, let's get this tower down. If this is the future of ether travel, I think still. Oh, they just teleported you from. No warning, however, empathetic could have prepared me for that. But fighting fit mostly. Permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... should we call you Varshan, I suppose? Yeah, because he's the dragon, isn't he? It would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey such to His Excellency. For each of you, please accept them with my blessings. Thanks. With this, we can go anywhere with those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break the monopoly, your monopoly on primals. They can fight the primals with us now. So have we, my friend, so have we. If anyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. This band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. Oh, so to kill a bunch of primals, I'm guessing. There. The primals with which the tower bringeth forth, decide what shall be deities of Thavnerian myth. So the Maga sisters and the other one. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. Okay. Commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Tower Rock. Okay. I guess. We'll see. Okay, well, let's see if we can do this with a group of people. See how long that takes. Takes more than 10 minutes. We'll just go in on our own with them. I'll probably take this group. Looks like we have a tank in there now. I guess it begins. That's an iron giant, I think. No, they're here with us. Something. Oh, they're going down there. Okay, I guess it's just gonna be the Manga Sisters then. That's cool. Cool. Oh, damn it. Oh, she's got me. What are these? Underuva. Oh, uh-oh, I'm charmed. This is gonna hurt. Oh, I think I'm charmed with this thing. Thoughts? This is gonna hurt. What? I don't understand the stop spell. I guess we just have to survive. Do we know which one is it? So Sandy does the CC, I guess. It's like monsters are so big now they're taking up the whole thing. That's nice. Oh, Cindy. Okay. We? It's just Cindy though. They want money out of this. I feel like Sandy's worse though, as well. There you go, the Mega Sisters. They weren't that bad. I'm sure there's like a harder version of them somewhere. There's everyone else. Okay. Is it?
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
Quagmire?
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Ishtola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek.
I mean, it looks kind of obvious though.
Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
Okay.
'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
What's going on with the tower?
Curious. There is something there embedded inside
It's
the
a
core.
monster. What are you seeing?
A man's limb.
What? Ew.
This is what we came to destroy?
A man's limb?
Yes, if you would be
But
so
whose
kind.
limb? Isn't that kind of important to figure out? Yeah, I'm just one shot at that thing. Where's the limb? I feel like we should have taken that so we can figure out who or what it is.
And that should be the end of it.
Nope. You just... You destroyed the thing that's keeping the tower alive.
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth
I
appear
need
to
to
be
say something
correct.
sooner.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
I should have discussed that with Raha or Yonjay. Well, everyone's alive. More or less. The tower's gone though.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Oh. He slumped.
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
Damn, that's crazy feat. Holy shit.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Oh,
And the
literally
immediate
would have all
problem is what
died.
to do with our new friends here.
Pick them up.
They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Well, they're tempered, right? I'm sure we could undo that.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Yeah.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to
I
assist
think
us
maybe it's
in
like
its provision.
Emitzelk's limb that was used to make the tower. Like his clones. That's something I'm thinking of. Like, this is like someone else. Just any person's limb.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Damn. You'll have to restrain them since they're tempered now. A good majority of them. Oh. Who's this? Oh, this person's in there. That's Janine. Carrying all those Matanga may have been a true struggle. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Ratahan for treatment. Alize and Shtala will oversee the administration with their tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. You will join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Yay. Nice. So, okay. Accept. Roshan bade us to come to Megututa at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there when they have finished training to their prisoners. In a second, you and Esteem should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour to the Great Work. We left Graha at the Kanaskar to see. Best fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me then, the guardsmen at the gate should lead us through. Now a little excited. Dana's rescue has brought them joy, but given their fascination with Estinian, I'm not quite sure. No, we still have to walk over there. To the east. That's too far. Because then that goes into the area we can't reach. That's cool. I'm really like wondering whose arm that was though. Stola seems quite concerned. Limb? A man's limb. Must be quite humid in this area, since it's like foggy or raining all the time. It's so pretty. With the tower gone, I expect the state of alert will be lifted. Okay. Honored Scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. Okay. You cannot leave my post, I'm afraid. You must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Okay. We can explore the city finally. Vazahat. Though I've been to Razahan before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we'd best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way and don't expect me to act as your guide like certain others. Oh, we can't go further than this. Oh, okay. We can actually walk through it, That's so pretty. Reminds me of Bevel, almost. If it was all red, it would be like Bevel. So pretty. Holy shit. I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Satrap. Require directions to Legaduta. I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Ratzahan. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Aetherite disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternative path. First, ascend to the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps upon reaching your summit, and then you will emerge on the Vasca's path. A large door to the right, and you will arrive at Riveda Fibers. Within, you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. Oh dear. Head up. Oh, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. But I want to explore. What's this? Jewel of Thabner. Oh, this is pretty. What's this? About this portal, it leads to a nearby isle, the treasure vault of one of Ratzahan's wealthiest families. They took the god of luck for their guardian, on account of which they occasionally open up the selection of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, or so they would say. There are also coffers hidden across the land that act as portals. Find one and gain access to the vault. Oh. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. This is a troublesome experience, and I can personally try. Okay. don't think we can. Let me see if we can. He said it was disabled, but can we attune to it at least? Oh, it's so pretty here. Oh, it's disabled. Nope. Let's get our guys to do a venture. What's this? Oh. What's this? Blue sky interior. Okay, said the markets were also closed. There's people here though. Damn, this place is huge. We'll follow the directions for now, but I'm pretty sure you can go up here, where I was just now. This place is gigantic, my god. To Mega Duta, are you? In that case, please follow the hallway to the right, through the door at the top of the stairs. Emerge at the entrance of the airship landing, where another sentry will be on hand to assist you. If you ascend the steps on either side of me, you'll find the workshops of Ruveda fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. Okay. This way. What's this? I'll dismiss you for now. Imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Americ would be partially golden with red and blue, of course. He loves his blue. Anywhere. Such a clothing and carrying always have seen something lovely. Oh, this must be like a clothing. I'm sure there's a quest there for a weaver. Oh my god, I'm so lost here. It says it's this way. Let's get this shard. Oh, this is the airship landing. Oh, I see. This place is gigantic. Holy. If you're here for an airship, I'm afraid all the flights have been suspended until further notice. The state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for airship business at Megaduta. Please permit me to direct you. Ascend these steps, then continue straight ahead across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Varshan, the situation is being as it was. He regretted not being able to show us the sights. We're sure to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, food is quite good and partial to some myself. I mean, surprisingly tender and flavorful. Okay. Oh. Oh no, the birds. The bird for meat? Oh no. Get this crystal. I'm assuming there's a central courtyard for the dragon to escape from, or exit from. Greetings and welcome to the Megaduta. Meghaduta. Inquire your business. Invitation of His Excellency. I'll show you to the audience chamber. If you would please follow me.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Yay.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia.
Okay.
Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Oh, nice. You can give them to all of the alliances. All of the Eorzean alliance.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Ooh, dear. They'll heal.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land.
Damn,
and
after
its
like
people.
fighting Nidhogg and dealing with Race Velgar, Vertra is so much easier to deal with.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
Oh yeah.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been
he sided
made.
with the humans.
In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos.
That's so cool.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Won't this predate the dragons? Yeah.
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond.
So they were already, yeah. They were already, the worlds was already shattered.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
There. Does that mean the dragons are aliens?
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsummer did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. So,
that's interesting.
And portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since.
Isn't Midgardsummer like hiding in
Yet
a
take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
That's cool.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Oh.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee. I knew it to be so. From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Oh, you see, I'll say you. Breda. Oh, they're going through all the people who died. Oh no. Not Harsherfond. Oh damn, a lot of people died in Heaven's Ward.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength.
Yeah, that was all Heaven's Ward. Everyone that died there.
The hope thou wilt need come the end.
Because Papa Lima was before Stormblood.
Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Oh. This place is so cool. I don't know. So what were you and Vitra talking about, dear? You say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. He was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the Mulberry Orchid. Yes, and mulberries are known for the silkworms, grown a stone's throw away from the Cetra's residence. It gives a quintessential Thavnerian flair, don't you think? From here, you're supposed to follow the path to the left and past the mulberries. Okay. This way. The stars and the moon. Oof, oh dear. This place is actually so nice too. Like a different way from Shalian. Where the streets turns, enter the door straight ahead and descend the steps. I thought the Custarian was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Razahan. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. And let us see the door, where this door takes us. Here's the Aetherite Plaza. So far so good. There isn't much further to go. From here we need to cross the other side of the hall and pass through the larger of the two doorways. High Crucible lies beyond. Players have already collected their warding scales. Come, let us join them. The Aetherite Crystal here is so nice too. Urianger and Thancred. Your time got turned around, I take it. Though this land hath been afforded a respite, in turmoil do many others languish still. Our work is far from finished. We'll start taking down the towers. This looks like a boss fight room. Oh, it's so pretty. Taste of the color. Okay. Feeling further famished. Okay. Students have previously turned to Razahan alchemists for help with the analysis of various artifacts. That's how I became acquainted with Nidhana. I'm glad we could rescue her and pray she makes a full recovery. Excellent. You're in time to hear the latest good news.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
Nice.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Yay, alright.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Nice. Okay.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
Why not both?
Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
Damaska mentioned.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Okay. Nidana.
Nidana? You're awake?
Yay.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I've been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Havnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
Yay.
The talisman? Is this true?
It's so cool.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Oh, what's this? The flowers are glowing yellow.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory.
Oh.
Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Huh.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
Oh.
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha.
The invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
With your feelings.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research.
Oh, okay.
Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing
Well,
to be
it's
sorry
affecting
for.
this flower.
Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Yay. Oh, that's cool. That was an awesome scene, actually. Madonna. A cool character. I do wish they made, like, better models for the elephants, though. Was you rushing towards me? I can only imagine the hardships you and yours must have had come to rescue us. No amount of words will suffice to express my gratitude. I hope the flower's radiant glow says everything I cannot. Oh. Okay. Let's explore the rest of this place. Oh, that was a lot higher than I thought it was. Ratatan seems to be like a crafting city, considering how many these things there are here. Let's go back to Charlian. To be back with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings in the Alliance Readers. As Thanker suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. To praise your recent accomplishments, what an amazing feat to eliminate a tower, and pave the way to deal with the rest. Well, isn't much I've changed your sheets and plumped your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone. Being it penned his thesis of defeating diaform entities. So would you like to take a look at your new improved lodgings now? Yeah. Archon love. We're going into our room. Yay. I'm really curious what that limb was, that body part. Oh, the window's open. Nice.
Take heart and protect them well.
Hoodies. No, it's everybody. They have food.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
This will be so cool.
We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Aw, that's awesome. Potluck. Oh, that's cool. I wish they did more moments like this with everyone, all the characters. The burger. Pickles.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just
I like how
needed
her
some
hair
time
is the way it
apart.
is in FF5. It's cool.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Oh, bruh. He's just fucking munching down.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done.
That's kind of concerning, though.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
She wants you to look for how that works, that process of the flower changing color.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon, and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes. Well, after a fashion.
Floated down to it.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh!
That's so funny, oh my gosh. Oh.
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's such a happy scene. That's awesome. We barely get those moments in this game. It's always so, like, dire. So it's nice to see them relax once in a while. Oh, it's this guy. Xenos. He's just itching for a fight.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the evil. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be
Where
well.
are they?
But should our foe prove bold enough to
Is this
strike
still
at us
Garlemald?
here,
Why are they destroying?
then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome, honestly. Talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing.
Oh dear.
The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
Okay.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so
my
very
goodness.
hot,
Xenos.
enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more.
Oh dear.
And then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Damn, he's quite poetic actually. The heck?
Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my
he
moment.
is a problem, girl. Is this still Garlemald? Why does it look like they're destroying their own territory?
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more.
Where is this?
I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed. All the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me. So I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to end the stream here for now. That's a good spot to stop. It's daytime for once. I'm gonna take a little break, but I'll probably split this up into a next part. So yeah, I'll be back in an hour. I keep saying that, but I might be back like tomorrow. We'll see. Thanks for joining. I will see you guys later or tomorrow. That was pretty cool. The story is storying. I really like that moment with everyone in that room. That was cool. Well, good night. I'm gonna grab food and possibly continue in a little bit. Ending stream for now. Bye.